Welcome to my review for the Vatos Game Pad, which I got for my VR headset. So here I have my Vatos Game Pad. I've been looking forward to getting this because I've got a set of 3D goggles and I've got some good virtual reality places I can go to with them. But really you need a controller to use the 3D goggles because obviously you have to press buttons to guide yourself through the place. And you can't do that when your headset's in the virtual reality when your phone's in the virtual reality headset. So here is the game pad. I'm just opening up. What have we got? We've got a number of buttons on it which obviously do different things. An Android and iOS switch on the back to control which operating system you go for. And it's going to require two AA batteries. I've got some rechargeables. And here are the instructions. So we'll have a quick look at the instructions and set everything up, and then we'll get busy with it and finish off the review, and also hopefully actually use it to have some fun. Just before we go, I know I said AA, that's because it says AA in the plastic moulding here, but it's actually of course AAA batteries, so there's two rechargeable AAA batteries going in there. Job done. Next is my guide to pairing it when I put it on my second phone. So I've been using this controller for a while now with my other phone, and I want to connect it to this one too so that I could use either phone in my VR headset, which is what I bought this controller for. You don't really have access to the phone when it's in a VR headset, so you need to have some way of pressing buttons and so on to make things start, even if they are sort of look and shoot type things. So hold the button down for a little while and it starts flashing blue and red, and it's in pairing mode. Then go onto your phone and go search, and the VR Park is the name of this particular device. The instructions do tell you that that's what you're going to expect, and that's what it is. So just pairing that only takes a few seconds to pair, and then I can start to use the controller to do something. Now I couldn't really do a demonstration with the 3D headset because the screen on the phone wouldn't make a lot of sense doing that. So what I decided to do was to play around playing some music. So I went into play music, and I actually played a Beatles track, so I got ticked off by YouTube because obviously that's copyright. So I've muted the track. What I did was I played around with starting the thing by putting it into music mode and pressing the A button to start the track that was playing, and then the C and D buttons, if I remember correctly, are the ones for volume up and volume down. You're supposed to be able to do that with the joystick, but it does vary from device to device, and on my phones the joystick skips tracks rather than changing volume. The instructions do tell you that things will be different, and the buttons do as they say. There are also two buttons on the end of the controller which are not documented in the instructions. One of those duplicates the A button, so it will start music in music mode, and it will act as a fire button in other things and so on. And the other one seems to be a home button that takes you back to the home screen on the phone. I'm not quite sure whether that duplicates one of the four buttons, because you've got the A, B, C, D buttons, as well as the AT button, which you use for changing mode. So AT plus A puts it into music mode, I think, and AT plus B puts it into game mode, and then there's a VR mode and a mouse mode as well. And in mouse mode you can move a pointer around the screen of your phone, or you could indeed use this device equally well with one of those Android TV boxes, because you need a mouse with them quite often to complement the remote control. And here we are, I'm just moving the pointer down, and I'm going to press pause to stop the music in a minute when I get round to moving it across. There we go, off we go. Done. And then the next thing I'm going to do is just show you a couple of pictures and a little bit more spiel about how good this device is, and I hope you find my review useful. I wasn't really able to do any screen captures of me using it with the VR headset because obviously it doesn't work in 3D mode doing screen capture, but here are some pictures of the controller. The two buttons on the end in the second picture are not documented in the instructions. The other buttons do various different things in different modes and are clearly documented in the instructions.